My memories of the prayer of the Rosary go back since my childhood, when my dad, who was a very staunch Catholic, made it compulsory for us to pray the Rosary every day. And even if we would travel somewhere or go out and we would come back late, because we would reach home say at midnight or something, he would make sure that we even prayed the Rosary while we were traveling in the car, so that we didn't have to then say it when we came home. But the Rosary was something that was like compulsory. We couldn't stop, or we couldn't give it up. And very often I would ask my dad, why do we say this prayer? It's so repetitive and it's so boring, the same thing we're repeating again and again. What's the meaning in it? So I'm sure in my younger days he tried to give me some explanations. I don't remember any of those explanations. But today, as a teacher, as a mother, as a person who has more faith than I did when I was younger, I understand the importance of this repetitive prayer. Even though it seems repetitive, there is a power in repetition. Okay, just like we learned nursery rhymes when we were young and we repeated them again and again. So today also, if somebody starts singing Baba Black Sheep, I can immediately remember Baba Black Sheep, even though I have not said it for 25 years. Yeah. So there is a power in repetition, and the Rosary is a prayer in which we repeat a certain number of times the Hail Mary, the Holy Mary, the Glory Be, the Our Father. And what it does to the mind is that it calms the mind and it puts the mind in a frame such that you don't have to think. It just comes automatically as a habit. And when you don't have to think, but you're sitting in one place and not thinking, you're sitting in one place and just being calm while saying this prayer, there are many times that inspiration happens. Inspiration occurs in the sense that you can get a sense of the presence of God. You can get a sense of God, or even Mother Mary, saying something to you. Or sometimes just a thought pops into your mind and you don't know where that thought has come from. Very often you can get an idea to solve a problem of yours. So just by saying this prayer, there is more power in it than just its own words. Yes. Now this is the practical side of the Rosary that we talk about. But I have also found it very meaningful theologically, philosophically, and there is a lot of knowledge behind the Rosary. But that is, of course, maybe a priest would be able to elucidate it better. For me, I reason out to myself, even when a child falls, the child will first say Mama. Yeah. So for us also, and for me especially, when I'm in trouble or if I have a difficult situation that I'm facing and I don't know what to do, at that time your mind doesn't work and you don't know what to say. So immediately the thing that will come to my mind is either the Hail Mary or the Our Father. So either I'm calling on my father, but normally first I think of my mother, right? So Mary is our mother. So when we are in trouble, when we are in pain, when we cannot think of what to think next, the three Hail Marys, the Our Father, the three Hail Marys, and the Glory Be is a very powerful prayer to think of at that point of time. I've worked in the field of teaching for now so many years, more than 15 or 20 years that I've been a teacher. I've learned psychology, I teach human development, and there are so many times when we are doing counseling or talking to people as part of our work, people who go through a lot of difficult circumstances. And very often it's very easy for us to facilitate them, to help them to think differently. But when it comes to us ourselves, and when we ourselves are going through an issue which we're not able to sort out in our head, some problem that is very difficult for us to solve, at that time when you are in trouble, what comes to your aid is what you know by habit, what you know by heart, what you automatically do. So for me, the Rosary is a prayer that comes to my rescue immediately. There may not be an immediate outcome, like no miracle may happen on the spot, but it just gives me a bit of a breathing space to think. The minute I'm in a problem, if I start reciting something that I'm familiar with from the Rosary, somehow or the other, something comes to my mind. I'm able to think more clearly, or I'm able to at least rest in the knowledge that some divine help is going to be sent my way at some time or the other. And in a way, I have already surrendered that problem to Mother Mary and to Jesus.